So looking back to 2015, you can see Arista Networks has grown its revenue at a significantly strong pace, increasing by more than 10x in that time from 800 million in 2015 all the way up to 8.4 billion in the most recent trailing 12-month period. Of course, Arista Networks uses and works with the networking to support the development of these data centers optimized for AI. Now, that being said, Arista Networks operates a lucrative cash-generating machine, and it's been improving over the previous decade and more. Its operating cash flow to sales ratio has expanded from 8.9% in 2011 all the way up to 49% in the most recent trailing 12-month period. An OCF to sales ratio at 49% is among the best of all of the companies I'm following, and I'm following roughly 300 companies. So OCF to sales ratio at 50% is nearly best in class. You'll scarcely find a business that has a better OCF to sales ratio. Furthermore, when I evaluate the company's return on invested capital, it also looks very attractive at a ROIC of 51.5%. It's above the 34.5% it was generating in 2016, and since 2020 it's trended upward from 43%. Remember, you want to compare the return on invested capital to a company's weighted average cost of capital, and you want to see the ROIC above the WACC, and to have that gap become as large as possible. A company like Arista Networks boasts an ROIC to WACC ratio of multiples, and that's one of the best of any of the companies I'm following as well. Now, looking at the valuation, I calculated an intrinsic value per share of $83 for Arista Networks, while the current share price is at $135 per share. So even after accounting for a margin of safety, Arista Network stock looks slightly, or I can say overvalued based on the current market prices. I'm feeling like I like the company's revenue growth in the industry it operates. I'm absolutely loving the cash flow margins and the returns on invested capital. And then the valuations, I'm a little bit, on the fence about. I'm not very positive. I'm also not negative. So I'm like neutral on its valuation. So overall, it leads me to feel like this stock is a borderline buy. One that I don't think it's like between a buy and a hold, but closer to a buy.
Click the link below to watch the full video.